When I was going to Whitworth College, my lovely girlfriend then, she worked at Target. So Liz would drive all the way there and work all in the evening time. It was really, sad not to see her. So what I did was I ended up purchasing a very cheap yellow scooter, sort of with a weed whacker, a weed eater, a motor mounted to it. And it didn't have any gears, so when you maxed it out, it was just this high pitched squeal that went. Wow, I felt bad for the neighbors around there. But it only went like 25, 30 miles per hour. And I would use the scooter to drive all the way to Target. And I would meet Liz there, and she was all excited and be like, "Hey, Bo, what are you doing?" And I had this really funny, okay, I was going to say mentally challenged jelly bean helmet on. It really did look as if I was. And I'd wear that, giant jelly beans all over it. Total, it was so great. Yeah. What was really cool about this yellow scooter was I even drove it in the snow. Uh, and with these little tiny wheels, you couldn't really grip the snow very well until you got momentum. And then once you had momentum, you could not stop on this scooter. Because then on the streets, especially the residential streets, they were just this sheet of ice with no grip on them whatsoever. So what I'd do is I'd sort of sit on the saddle of this little electric scooter. No, not electric, gas-powered scooter, but yeah. And what I did was I had both of my legs dragging on the ground, and I had these big boots on and a giant parka, and of course my little jelly bean helmet, and then these tiny little goggles. And what I do is I drag my feet on the ground almost as if I was being pulled by sled dogs, only I was being propelled by the scooter. And I'd sort of ski along with most of my weight resting on my feet, balancing up like that, with my butt barely touching the saddle. And so here's this, imagine being out, building a snowman, and then you hear in the distance this wah coming up closer and closer, and you just see this guy almost dressed like a clown who is attempting to climb Mount Everest with these giant boots and on this really odd contraption, making this horrendous noise, skiing basically. Oh, that was so cool. That scooter, it ended up dying, and I did actually ended up getting ticketed for not for killing my scooter. No. That it ended up dying years later. There we go. But I ended up getting ticketed by campus security, who didn't like me for some reason. I don't know why. They were like, "Hey, Bo, what are you doing today?" "Well, I'm here to ask you about this ticket that I got on my scooter." "Oh, yeah, that yellow scooter, it wasn't parked in a parking spot." "Well, that's because you won't give me a parking pass for a scooter because it's technically not a street legal vehicle." "Well, yeah, well, you should park it with the bikes and chain it there." That's what I did. That's where I got this ticket. I had parked it with the bikes. "Well, did you park it too close to the building?" And a bunch of drama like that. So what I ended up doing was I printed off like the Washington state law regarding gas-powered scooters that weren't street legal, and I put it in a plastic bag with a big sign on it that said campus security, if you're going to ticket me. They actually at one point impounded my scooter. "If you're going to ticket or impound my scooter, read this law first." And from then on, I never actually had any problems with campus security and my scooter. But yeah, they had a vendetta out for me. I don't understand that. But that is the awesome adventure-filled story of Bo's yellow scooter. And Liz, my lovely girlfriend working at Target. Wow, she was so cute.